I got involved with racing because my dad owned a car out there at Western Speedway. Then I progressed on with Dick Miller, had a stock car out there that he allowed me to work on, which he allowed me to run in a mechanics race, which we were fortunate enough to win. But before I could make it home, Gary Kershaw made it home before me and told my mother that I'd rolled over 3 times down the front chute. The reception I got was not very well. But after that night, it seemed that put the itch in me for about 45 years. What gave me the bug about racing was, it's just a feeling you get when you get into a corner at 130, 140 miles per hour. You have to make it through that corner. You got 25 other guys that are trying to do the exact same thing as you are. And it's just a feeling that you can't even describe. It's an inner feeling you feel. Actually, you feel it right from the butt right up to the top of your head. The most memorable race right now, I would say, would be Skagit Speedway, because we hadn't been into the dirt scene too long. We arrived there, had the crew had the car working very well. We set a track record, won the trophy dash. That night there was 3 main events, so we had to start at the back of the C. We were fortunate to come up through that, won that, come up through the B, won that one, and we started at the back of the A main and come up and won that. But partway through that, Denny's talking to me on the radio about 10 laps in, and he's saying, "Don't look now, but out the side of you," he says, "the leaders are about to go by you." And I got back on the radio and I says, "Well, I guess we better get going here. No time to play around." And we were fortunate enough to come back up through, unlap ourselves, and come around and win the race. No, I have not had many disappointments in my career. We've had a couple where we've lost races, getting taken away later after the race was all over again, and we got dumped out of a race down in Medford, Oregon after leading it for 98 laps with 2 left for 25,000 to win. Was a bit of a disappointment. But a majority of times when you come out of races, there's not that many disappointments. The only time is you cause your own disappointments by not working hard enough on the car and things just not going your own way. Otherwise, racing is great. Best part about like racing is the camaraderie of working with other drivers, going to the racetrack with other drivers. We used to have big races coming out of Western Speedway here. We had racers coming out of California up here, race out here, and then we'd invite them afterwards to sit down and have a beer, a cob of corn or a steak or something, and they couldn't believe that that would happen. Down in the States, that didn't happen. Everybody, after the race, they loaded up and went home. I'd like to be remembered as a clean driver, a driver that kept his car underneath him, didn't destroy it, because back in our days, there was a camaraderie of bunks drivers. You ran a person fair, he ran you fair. If you didn't, then the sparks fell. It's a great honor to do this, to be recognized as part of your sport, and it doesn't matter whether you're baseball, hockey, or anything like that. It just gives you a feeling deep down inside by your heart that you've done something and somebody's recognized this, and it's just a great feeling.